If you are new to Austin, Texas, or you're thinking about moving here, you probably already know that it's hot. I'm filming this at the end of July. It's pretty warm right now. So I wanted to do a video about things to do in the summer in Austin, Texas, kind of help you like survive the heat, not go crazy, and just still enjoy your life while you're living in Austin. So that's what this video is going to be all about today. Hi, I'm Tiffany Moore. I'm a local realtor and broker right here in Austin, Texas. I help people from all over the world move to Austin. So that is something that you're thinking about doing. My contact info is below. Go ahead and jot it down. Reach out to me, however's more comfortable for you. Text, email, phone call. I will get you squared away and help you out when you're moving to Austin. So the first thing that you need to know if you do already, awesome, but if not, I want to just make sure it's clear. It is hot in Austin. So last year we ended up with 68 triple-digit days, which was tied for the third most triple-digit days ever. This year, in 2023, we have already picked up 28 triple-digit days through July 19th, and we have no sign of it slowing down anytime soon. Like, it's hot here. I think this is one of the hottest summers in like the Earth's history, and it's really hot in Austin, Texas. So just be aware of it. We're actually on pace to have a hotter year this year than we did for 2022. Just as an example, here's the forecast for this week. It is hot. It's fine when the weather is 100 degrees every once in a while, but when it's every day, it can be stifling and it can feel like very oppressive and depressing. So here are some fun things that you can do in Austin when it's hot, so you can kind of stay cool physically, mentally, emotionally, all the things. First is do stuff on the water. So here's some of my favorite water fun activities. The first is Barton Springs. This is one of Austin's gems. It is a natural spring and the city built a pool around it. So it's a huge pool that is just fed year round with natural spring water. It's $5 for residents to get in, and it's also free early in the morning and later in the evening. It is 68 to 70 degrees year round, and it is very popular. It can get very crowded, so you kind of have to be sneaky and creative and find new and interesting parking spots that maybe they weren't parking spots yesterday, but they are today, or just walk there. But just to say, like, this is one of the best places to be in Austin when it's hot, and you're not the only person that knows about it. I'm sorry to say. Everyone in Austin knows the best place to go is Barton Springs, so just be prepared for it being a little bit crowded. But when I say that, like, you can still find space to put your blankets, to put your towels. There's tons of trees out there, so you can still sit under the shade. It's still very nice. There's just going to be a lot of people there. This isn't like some secret that you're the only person that knows about. I'm sorry to say. There are a lot of like sneaky neighborhoods you can park in. There's also a lot of cool little swimming holes that are also part of like this natural spring system in Austin. So in some little neighborhoods that are tucked away kind of around Barton Springs, there's some little neighborhood watering holes that you can kind of like park, take a little trail back, sneak into, and just hang out at your own personal watering hole. Another cool option that's just outside of Austin is McKinney Falls. So this is going to give you a gorgeous hike, which can get hot, but then when you get to the falls, then you just jump in and you cool off, and it's really, really pretty. It makes everything worth it. It's just a short drive outside of Austin, but this is one of the best places to check out if you're looking to do something in the water and you kind of want to get away from the crowds. Again, this isn't like a secret. Everyone knows about McKinney Falls, but it's going to be less crowded than Barton Springs because it's just a little bit outside the city. Another really awesome option is Crouse Falls, kind of the same idea as McKinney. It's gorgeous. It's a little hike out to actually get to the water, but once you're there, you're just like, am I in the rainforest? Like, what's going on? It's really, really pretty. And also get away from the crowds, but you are just going to have to drive a little bit outside of town to get there. Another fun thing to do in the water is to do stand-up paddle, kayak, or canoeing in the Colorado River, which is Town Lake, aka Lady Bird Lake. So this runs through downtown, and even when it is blazing hot, the river itself and being on the river is much cooler, and it's very quiet. Like, I love driving through the hustle and bustle of the city and then going to park for a stand-up paddle, and you get out onto the river and it's like, it's so quiet and peaceful. Like, you don't even realize that you're in the middle of this huge city. Okay, if the water is not for you and you want to do stuff on land, here are a few options that are going to keep you cool in the summer in Austin. The first is one of my favorites. This is Interspace Caverns and Caves in Georgetown. So this was discovered when they were doing road work on I-35 like decades ago. And it's really incredible formations of stalactites and stalagmites. It is over 10,000 years old, these caves and caverns. It's 72 degrees year round, but it can feel like 80 with the humidity, which I don't know where you are watching this from, but 80 degrees in Austin in July is like a gift. So even if it's 80 degrees, you're going to get in there and be like, ooh, I'm chilly. I should have brought my hoodie. It just feels so much better than like the 104, 105 degree heat that we have outside of these caverns and caves in the summer. Another fun option if you want to stay on the land, you don't want to be on the water, is Blues on the Green. So this is a free concert series that we do in Austin every summer. For this year, it was 2 days in July, and it is at Austin Zilker Park, which is like the biggest park in town. It's where we do the Austin City Limits Music Festival. It's just south of downtown. You bring blankets, you bring water, you bring your snacks, and it's basically just like a free concert. So it's 2 nights of a free concert. You bring all your fun stuff. It is all ages. It's pet friendly, and just go and chill out and be around other Austinites and enjoy the city. Enjoy your life for a couple nights. It is still going to be hot. So even though it starts at 7 p.m., it's still going to be 98 degrees to 100 degrees. Maybe it'll get down to like 96, 95. So you're not really going to be escaping the heat very much, but it's just nice to be a good company, and enjoy Austin, enjoy being outside, and enjoy like a free concert. Who doesn't want that? Okay, so we talked about stuff to do on the water, talked about stuff to do on the land. Now we're going to talk about fun stuff to do indoors. So if you've seen any of my other videos, you probably know that I love, love, love Alamo Drafthouse. And no, I'm not sponsored by them. And this video is not sponsored by them, but I think that it should be. So Alamo Drafthouse is one of my favorite things to do in the summer. They play like the new blockbusters. They replay old movies like The Big Lebowski, Breakfast Club, Spirited Away, all the fun stuff. They have really good food. They have delicious cocktails and desserts. One of my favorite things to get there is the chocolate chip shake. So it's literally like crushed up chocolate chip cookies in a vanilla ice cream shake. It is amazing. Another thing I love about Alamo, why I always go there, is because it's 18 and up unless you're accompanied by an adult. So it's not somewhere where you're just going to have like kids running around, like running up and down the aisles and like laughing and talking the whole time. As much as I love the sound of children laughing, not while I'm watching a movie. So there's few kids in there, and most of the people that go to Alamo understand this and they respect like the movie experience. Alamo is also really strict on like no talking, no phones, no distractions, things like that. It's a really awesome place if you just want to go and sit and enjoy a movie. Another indoor spot that I love in Austin is Pinballs. This is one of our favorite places to go for me and my husband when we want to be inside, we want to do something fun and also chill and just kind of like be on our own. So there are a few Pinballs locations in Austin, everywhere from like Buda, way down south, to North Austin, just south of Cedar Park. And this is a place for like old school games. So they have original Mortal Kombat, they've got Street Fighter, Joust, Q*bert. Up north, they have drinks, food, they've got laser tag, go-karts, axe throwing, everything that you can think of that like adults would want to do. It's a really cool spot to hang out. They do have a ton of pinball machines, so it's called Pinballs because they have a ton of pinball machines. They've got skee ball. It's a really cool kind of like old school place to hang out. It's definitely going to bring back a lot of memories if you ever went to arcades as a kid, or you played video games as a kid, stuff like that. It's a lot of fun, and it's just a fun place to get away. So another good option in the heat, if you're trying to be in the AC, you want to do something that's fun, maybe a little bit relaxing. Austin has got a ton of really cool museums. And I know that's usually not on the first thing of everyone's list when it's like, what are the fun things to do in Austin in the summer? Museums. But they are a really cool way to just like get out of the heat and do something different, you know, kind of get exposed to some different culture, some history, some art, learn something, you know, while you're escaping the heat and trying not to die. It's just a really good opportunity to do things that you wouldn't normally do. So right now, the Blount Museum of Art currently has an exhibit called Making Africa a Continent of Contemporary Design. And this showcases the work of African artists and designers. It's a really cool exhibit. I highly recommend checking it out. They have a collection of over 19,000 works of art. So you can check out this exhibit and check out all of the other ones that they've got there. They have rotating exhibits consistently, and then they have that permanent collection of over 19,000 works of art. It's really incredible. Another cool one to check out is the Bullock Texas State History Museum. So they've got works of Texas history. You can learn a lot about the history of Austin and the history of Texas, which is fascinating. Like if you don't know the history of Texas, one, you're moving to Austin. So that's definitely something that you need to learn and understand what it means with all the shirts that say, come and take it, and understand about, remember the Alamo, and do all those things. Like you should be a part of Texas history. And there's a really cool exhibit going on right now at the Bullock Museum that's about civil rights. So it's called This Light of Ours. activist photographers in the civil rights movement. So this features really powerful images from the civil rights era. Just another snapshot of history and of the country, and something cool that you can do while it's blazing hot in Austin. There is also a museum of ice cream, which is more like an Instagram photo shoot area. So again, if you're trying to get out of the heat, you want to do something different, this place is air conditioned, which is cool. And you get to eat ice cream, which is also literally cool. Like, it's cold. You can learn about ice cream there. You can make the ice cream. You can eat the ice cream. You can play in the world famous sprinkle pool. It's a cool place to get away. And then also while you're there, like, every different room that you're in is totally Instagrammable. So you can get all kinds of cute pics and put them up on your stories, on your posts, do all the fun things. I think that's kind of pretty much what it's designed for. Come and get your Instagram pics and eat some ice cream while you're at it. Okay, if you've done the education and now you want to have some fun, let's talk cocktails. So cocktails are a really awesome thing to do when it is blazing hot in the summer in Austin, Texas. We're going to talk about some of my favorite spots to get delicious cocktails. One of my favorite bars and places to get cocktails in Austin is La Holly. So this is a bar that's a little bit downtown, that is tucked away on the east side. It is a tiny bar on the inside, so very small, but they have a huge patio in the back. And if you know me, you know that I love having a margarita on a patio. So La Holly has my favorite margarita in town. It's the spicy frozen margarita. And if you really like spicy, you can get it with some fancy habanero salt instead of regular salt. If you don't like spicy, don't get the salt. The margarita is not that spicy, but if you do like it, you're going to love it. They focus on like mezcal and tequila. So this is like a mezcal and tequila bar. All their cocktails are mezcal and tequila based, but they do have a full bar. It can make you pretty much anything else that you want. If you want to go somewhere totally different, I highly recommend checking out Tiki Tatsuya. So this is a tiki bar / restaurant. It's kind of like a Hawaiian Asian food and cocktails place. I haven't been, but I've been hearing good things about it for years. Like, they've been open for years, and everyone that I talk to that goes, it's like, it's such a cool, like, one, the food and the drinks are great. So like, think tiki cocktails. But it's a really cool immersive setting. Like, if you've ever been to, and I hate to use this comparison, but if you've ever been to like Rainforest Cafe, you know, and you walk in and it's just like, oh my gosh, you're just immersed in like the jungle. It's dark and you've got plants everywhere and there's steam and mist and sounds. That's kind of what Tiki Tatsuya reminds me of from everything that I have been told and read about it. So you go in and you feel like you're transported into a whole nother location. Like, it's dark, there's tiki decorations everywhere, there's cool music playing. Like, it really is going to take you somewhere else. So you don't have to think about, oh wow, it's 104 degrees and I'm in Austin, Texas. Like, it's going to transform you and transport you to like new places, new flavors, new smells, all the things. Definitely somewhere I would check out, especially if you're trying to get away from the Austin heat. So yes, it's hot here, like really hot, but that is just life. Everyone who lives in Austin knows it, and we work around it. There's a ton of stuff to do here in Austin when it's hot and when it's the summer and when it's 104 degrees. You don't just have to sit in your house to be miserable. So if you're thinking about moving to Austin, my contact info is below. Go ahead and jot it down. Feel free to reach out to me, whatever works for you. Phone, text, email, all the good things. I'm going to get you squared away when you're moving to Austin. We're going to figure out, is Austin actually the right place for you? Because it's not the right place for everyone. So if it's right for you, come on down. Let's do it.